Hey guys, this is TheEnder. This is just an anti-spoiler video. Figured I'd pick out a good one. So of course, Glory Days, A Brood War, Jaedong vs. Flash. This is actually from the World Cyber Games, 2010. I'm not actually going to cast this. There's already an English caster. So I just want you guys to see it, remember the good old days, and enjoy.
Grand Finals, there's Jaedong versus Flash, and one of these will face off against Ujilla tomorrow.
And here we go into the second game of this series, Jaedong versus Flash. We could not have asked for a better matchup. Unfortunately, it didn't reach to the finals, but nevertheless, we are still here sitting in front row seat. We are here watching the best of the best duke it out in StarCraft Brood War.
Yeah, really an honor to play them, an honor to cast them. You know, these guys feel it an honor to play Jaedong and Flash at the caliber they're playing. It really is somebody like that, you know, that has that amount of play time under their belt, those amount of medals, the amount of victories and the wins and the love from the community. You know, it just almost rubs off on you, and being in their presence just makes you smile because of that and the love for gaming.
Yeah, the love for gaming. Both these players love StarCraft. They love the foreign community. They always stress that whenever they go to foreign events, they love the foreign support that players do give them when they come here. And we are going into this now. The overall scouting up here, this map kind of favors a more macro-orientated style. Because of the choke position just outside the natural, it's really hard to get in there with any sizable army to get any surround and do a ton of damage. So that's going to really help Flash in this matchup. As we do know, his style is a very macro style play.
Yeah, actually going fast this round. He is going macro at all times. It's one of his best styles of play. Very offensive with it, very harassment-like, and he does it all the time. And we are going to see these guys scouting off. It looks like Jaedong will be going in the incorrect direction on his first scout, but nothing actually coming from Flash at this point. He's going to keep setting up shop. And
it looks like Jaedong's actually going for an expansion now, which is, you know, pretty early considering he likes the 9 pull into the 2 hatch meter. He's going to put this down on 11, which is incredibly early for this map. Then again, like I was saying, this is a very macro-orientated map, which can work in favor of Jaedong just as much as it can Flash. Flash does go for the barracks. He has not put the gas down yet. Unlike last game, he did go for the gas, build up to 100 gas, then stopped mining it, then started building vultures and did the harassment from there.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that. Does he decide to go again towards those tanks? Once again, you know, do you play that mind game? Do you think he's not going to do it again? Jaedong may think I'm going to go differently, but I'll go tanks. But really, Flash also going to have to see. He can't just make that choice without seeing what your opponent's doing. That's blind, and he's not going to. And this is actually a very good strategy right here. Oh no, he finishes the barracks, so it will not provide any help to him. They're just going to fight it out here.
Yeah, fighting out. Just a little cute micro here. Jaedong does leave the base with 4 HP. Pretty cute. And he has not gone for the gas this game, which surprisingly, you know, unlike last game, we did go for the factory and the vultures. This game, I think, he would be looking for a 1 barracks expansion. Is he saving up these minerals? Yes, he is saving up these minerals. And here's the SUV. Gonna plant down that expansion. This is pretty trademark Flash. Racks into expansion. Pretty safe build. Jaedong also doing the pretty safe build. Getting the 3rd hatchery down. He has not got gas yet. He is just using the minerals to get these hatcheries up and running. Pretty safe game by both players so far.
Yeah, very good job. Everybody just doing what they need to at this point in time. No mistakes being made here as they try to go for what possibly is going to be another very long game between Jaedong and Flash here in your semifinals. These guys going head-to-head, and it's just one of the most amazing matchups we are going to see here this weekend.
And it's so close between both players. I mean, right now, if we update the stats, is that a little Zergling? Well, that's pretty cute, dude. You put a lot of effort into that. But these players have been going head-to-head for so long. I mean, in overall stats between each other now, it's 24 wins to Flash, 20 to Jaedong. Flash pulling ahead with that last game. And is he going to make it 25 to 20? We'll find out. Nothing really going on. He does put the gas down now, and the engineering bay is coming up. That's pretty early. He will be expecting these units to come out. He will be getting the turret. And these players have timings down to seconds, milliseconds, you could say.
Yeah, it really does. And like you said, like we've actually seen before, I love the fact that Flash does things, you know, figuring out that his opponent, it's going to take this long for this to happen. I can do this with my units, not even worry about what's being attacked, and actually do more damage to my opponent that makes him start to draw off of me. And Flash has that off-game mentality where he thinks about other things other than what's happening. He's not like, I need to defend this right away. I can do what I need to do and actually create the opposition or the advantage for myself because of what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely agree. And right now we have a couple of Marines, like I think it was 6 Marines on the natural. Flash really does have to prepare for these Mulas coming in. He needs to get stim, he needs to get that up, because that's the only way he can really defend against these Mulas incoming from Jaedong. He puts the bunker down, feeling a little unsafe. We're going for this fast expansion. The lair is not quite done yet, that will almost be done. But look, he hasn't even started building the turrets yet, knows that the lair isn't finished, takes on that link that was scouting, sees the correct amount of Marines, pulls back into his base.
That's another one of those timing things. He had it with the vultures and the drones last time. Pulls out a few Marines before they get in the bunker just to see if anybody's outside. Knew it was one Zergling, no trouble, and they're going to continue what they were going for. It looks like we got the academy going up here. Yeah, and he also has the engineering bay down as well.
Yeah, he's got +1 research now on the engineering bay, and the academy does go down, and that's going to be for the stim and also for the marine range. That's also key. Straight away, once you've got the stim, you need to get the range, because that also helps, and then you need the marine and the medics, of course, to help heal and defend against this.
Medics play a huge factor here with your Terran. Your ratio has to be good about it. You can't spend too much. They are going to cost on your gas, and that'll hurt you later in the game if you just start pumping out too many medics to the bio units, which are actually going to be taken out easily mid-game.
Jaedong's got a ton of links. It looks in the top right of the minimap. It looks like he's going for an expansion here. He is going to be putting that down, which is really nice play. It's right on the other side of the map. Really safe position for him to start mining extra gas, which he really does need. As you do play Zerg, it is such a gas-intensive race to play. You really do need every expansion to be mining gas rather than minerals. That's so key.
Jaedong now focusing on those Zerglings out front, not knowing if he's going to actually expand out on that top right just yet. It looks like he is waiting to see if anything happens out front here before he spends that money. But I don't think it is going to happen. A lot of Marines, actually a lot of bio units right now between both these characters from a very strong first tech game.
Yeah, unlike the previous game, with a match point, it's such a small map and so many narrow choke points that you can go mech and get away with it because you can just do so much splash damage from the tanks. And oh my god, Jaedong's actually moving in with these links. Hold that thought for a second. Is he going to be able to go straight into the base? He sees the flashing units on there. He goes straight into the base. He may be able to do a ton of damage, taking out SCV, scouting exactly what he's planning to do. He's going to take down the turret. That's huge as well, especially with the mutas coming. He wastes his stim to try and get rid of these links. And SCV goes down. Will he get another one? I know the mutas are on the way as well. And taking down that turret with them links was so crucial. Flash being forced to make another turret to help defend against the incoming mutalists.
All right, Flash moving fast here, but I want you to see, and I'm going to actually call this out, that Flash is really going to play a lot of defense here. He will start to throw guys out, do a little damage, pull him back, but he's going to let him just absorb all of this attack. He's going to start building a lot of defense, start keeping his units in his base once again, and allow Jaedong to just keep spending that money, and we're definitely going to see a long game here.
Oh, this is great. Micro down
wow.
the mineral line.
Wow.
He's going to be able to do a ton of damage here, taking down the medic as well. Oh my god, he's doing so much damage. Crucial point that Jaedong found. He found that little point which was undefended. He goes in and he got links on the natural as well. They won't be able to do too much stuff. Do take down an SCV. The Firebats do manage to clear that up.
A lot of base to control right now for Flash, so that's what he is best at, though. His micro game, controlling what is going on around him with his units. And right now he's trying to hold those mutes at bay. They do have him stacked. That makes them harder to attack. So all the Marines coming in are only going to be able to attack 1, 2, or a few. Good ratio between Marines and Medic, and he's going to try to move out here and see if he can just take out these mutes one by one.
That's what Flash has to do while defending against Jaedong. He has to keep a small bunch of Marine medics inside his base that he can use to stim against these. Just turrets alone are not enough really to defend against these mutalists. And what what Flash does like to do really well is he likes to push out and try to catch the mutalists that are moving around the map to see if he can get any free kills from any sloppy mistakes Jaedong makes.
Moving back down to the map. Look at this streak of units coming out of the hands of Flash here as he moves them across the map. A lot of bio here. Like you said, Tau, that tiny map. And we are going to have to see if these guys can just come in here. Nope, nothing. Looks like the mutalists are coming back. Nope, back and forth. It's like he knows where they are right now. Just kind of trying to figure it out. We got lurkers going down.
Yeah, the lurkers are out. I'm not sure if they should be out in time to help defend against this. He does see them flash scans.
Wow.
Is he going to go for it? No, he decides not to. But that's why Bio is so more mobile than using Mech. Unlike last game, he had to let Jaedong take the map because Mech's just so immobile, you can't really move around. With Bio, on the other hand, you can move around and put Jaedong on a ton of pressure and actually take out his third expansion. He decides not to. It looks like he's going straight for Jaedong's natural, which could be huge. Is he going to decide to go there? He takes down these links for 3 kills.
Oh, wow. You know, these medics are really going to prove useful here, even against the mutalists, because you really can't do anything. They're going to be healing each other. They're going to be healing the Marines. Marines, and if that's why those mutas will not stay in attack. That massive Marines with stim is absolutely huge damage if you get stuck in that. And look at this swarm. It's like a wall of guys right here, almost somewhat containing the map, but right now on air, J-Dong can go wherever he wants.
Yeah, he's trying to get the hive up as soon as possible. He really does need these defilers out to help fight against this, because this bio army is so deadly. I can't quite see the upgrades, but I'm pretty sure that Flash does have upgraded mutas. I mean, upgraded infantry. The mutas try to come in here, not really do anything. Flash does have that base head mining away. Another hatchery being put down for J-Dong. And the hive not quite done. J-Dong trying to just do acute harassment, taking down an SCV, but can't really do too much damage. As I said, the turrets are there, along with just a couple of Marines and medics that he can use to stim to help defend.
Yeah, Flash at 100 supply right now by using a lot of Marines. So that means he has a ton of Marines plus SCVs. He hasn't really created any tech units right now. Those mutalisks taking up a little more supply from J-Dong's side, and we're going to see him now working the supply field here. Good placement of the turrets. He may need to put a few more out if he has to put down any more supply.
Yeah, the science facility is almost finished. It is finished right now. That means we are going to see science vessels to help combat this, because especially you help combat against the defilers, which I'm pretty sure that J-Dong is going for. He's got a Nidus cannon out there to help move around the map to make it more mobile, because he's kind of contained outside his natural. And it looks like J-Dong's trying to move out. That's not the best decision ever to make. Just sends out a few links. He's got a ton of lurkers though, and he really does need these defilers to complement his lurkers.
Here we are. We got the tanks moving out now. There is the first tech we're going to see as Flash begins to move out. Like I said, Flash taking that huge first attack from J-Dong. Now to bring his force to J-Dong's front door and knock on it.
And look at that dirty river of units that are coming down. This brown line of units just moving straight onto this. He's got to be careful. He's nice split there by Flash. Doesn't lose too many units. And he's got siege tanks as well. Are going to just sit camp outside this natural. And this is going to be really hard for J-Dong to break out of, especially with the science vessels are on the way as well. J-Dong under a lot of pressure, only being down at 86 food compared to the monstrous, again, 122 food of Flash.
Very nice. The science vessel going to come down, make quick work of these lurkers. You're going to see them pop out of the ground instantly and head back into the base. There's no reason to lose them all, but if J-Dong is not on point right there, he could take out 2 or 3 before he notices. And there's one moving in. Oh, stimming on 2. Going for 3 now. Sunken Colony's there, and he's going to have to set up on hit. No, wow.
J-Dong just sneaks around a couple of lurkers and puts them in brilliant position to stop any form of reinforcements coming down. And that science vessel is just causing so much havoc. All irradiate on the defiler, and that's not what he wants. And the science vessel is just going to give the extra range for the siege tanks to do a ton of damage on this defense.
Wow.
And then he moves in, he's put the power down. But Flash decides to pull out, save the route. Oh, he's got to be careful though.
Here's that micro. He's going to pull off of that swarm. He cannot attack the Zerglings underneath that. And right now he's doing a very good job of just staying smart. Scourge is in the air. That's a lot of damage from a suicidal Zerg unit. And that is going to be taking out those science vessels. You can see him giving sight to any burrowed unit. That science vessel is a detector for Terran, and he is using it very well with a swarm of units right now.
Yeah, Flash decided to move back from that natural because the defilers did come out. He managed to push Flash back out. Flash then decided to take his 3rd base. Great idea. It looks like he's going to harass this, and he needs to get them lurkers in position because these bio and tanks are coming, especially with the science vessel. That's going to do a ton of damage. These Marines, oh my god, they're getting so many free hits on these lurkers.
Oh, wow.
J-Dong.
That's so big. What is J-Dong just not even burrowing his lurkers, walking it right into those Marines with stim pack. He did have to back off, although we can still see him for a second on that comm. Here comes the science vessel to help out once again. The Dark Swarm to stop him on that one, and he will just start to pull back the science vessels until he can get out of that swarm, waste the energy of the defiler, and finally get some attacks down on those lurkers.
Surprisingly, J-Dong is playing so well right now. He pushed Flash out, and he's got units everywhere. He's using the Nidus canal so well, so that means he can get units to the top right-hand side of the base from his main because of that containment he was in. That's the reason why he got them lurkers in that position through that. Really nice play there by J-Dong.
Everything moving in Flash's base right now. Units being created, going for some close range units on the Zergling rush that he might get for his Marines. He's got some fire bats in there. Very nice job on the Defiler, that big unit right now for J-Dong to stop his army from getting attacked from these tanks. That's really the only reason, or the only way he's going to get in close on any siege tanks.
And it looks like Flash has got a dropship, and it looks like he's going to be putting tanks down onto this natural. That could be huge. This map, oh my god, we're moving. Oh, what a surrounding. Gets a surround on these units. Takes down the rest of them Marines, not his main army, but does get rid of that. And here come the tanks, are going to be put down onto this, and it's going to deny the gas, deny the expansion, and this is going to be extremely, extremely hard for Jaydong to defend against this because of the upper ground.
And this is the ultimate harassment right here. He does have a huge force on that. These lurkers aren't going to be able to do anything right now. Oh, they do. They did have range on him. I did not think they had that reach, but they're going to be able to easily move back and let the tank do what he needs to.
Yeah, he needs to get the science. Oh, the Mutalisks come in. Mutalisks are going to try and do much damage. But oh wow, oh, the Radiate comes in as well. These Mutalisks are going to go down. And Marines back up as well. Flash manages to survive up there with his tank.
Wow.
And that is not what Jaydong. The extractor goes down. And, you know, Jaydong really needs to have all these extractors. As I said before, the Zerg is extremely gas heavy. He really does need these to continue to produce all these defilers and these lurkers that he needs to fight off Flash.
Really would have thought it would have been more of an in and out for the siege tank and then out of there. You know, take out the siege tank. Those Marines are not going to do much up there with the lurkers right below them. We're going to see these Marines going down real fast because of the lurkers, and that's going to be messy in the middle of the map right there. Great job by Jaydong. Just dwindling the forces of Flash. Nothing to turn the tables here. We still have a long match ahead of us.
Yeah, we still have a long match. This is nowhere near decided yet. 150 food to Flash compared to the 115. Jaydong with a ton of minerals. He can quite easily expand around the map. Well, then again, this bio army is moving around freely and can just take it down so easily. And here we are. This bio is moving down into the middle of the map. Science vessels causing more havoc to all these lurkers. Taking them down slowly. Oh, that's a big hit to them Marines. Oh, he's got to be careful when he moves down these Marines. These Lings are going down as well. Scourge are out trying to take down the Science Vessel. Oh! The Science Vessel, no scan either. Flash loses a ton of units there.
That was a great job. His units actually got pulled in. We're not on hold. You saw him catch them, though, as soon as they got there because they weren't doing any attacking. They were just walking right into the action. And that's what happens if you don't keep an eye on your units. They can get pulled away. That's the micro. You have to control everything of your units. A very nice job. The Irradiate, and he's doing a very good job of taking those lurkers out. Marines. Oh my God, he just lost like 18 Marines on that attack.
Oh, Scourge going to take down a couple there. Goes 1, 2 goes down. Nice play by Jaydong, just picking off little units of Flash, keeping him away from that dangerous 200, because when Flash gets up there, it is so hard to stop him.
Yeah, right now we're at 125 supply for Flash. Jaydong at 103, but their units right now really just equaling out in power. Both of them can't get in each other's base, but right now the pressure obviously on from Flash. A little bit of Plague on those units. Plague will take your units down to 1, but here we go. On into the base.
Oh, Flash gets into here, and this is huge. Flash manages to free-range kill all these drones, and Jaydong's army is nowhere to be found. These few lurkers, got to be careful, these lurkers go down. Oh, no, there's no scan.
Wow.
The hatchery is going to go down, and Flash can just basically move straight up. The lurkers do come in. Plague is down as well. All the units do go down, but he did lose that hatch.
Very
and that
nice.
was the goal of that bio army, just to get rid of that hatch.
And bam, Flash proving me wrong, not staying back this round, totally proving me wrong on that one. I stand corrected. He is being the offensive. He is aggro towards Jaydong right now, and Jaydong did not like that attack, and he's going to see what he can do about clearing up the map and making that his containment area.
Oh, what a massacre of them Marines to the bottom left-hand side. They should not have gone down there. They should have stayed with the rest of the group. You know, strangers do get killed off, especially when you're playing against Jaydong. And all these barracks, he's got so many barracks. As I was saying before, when he had all them factories, the lights never switch off. The SCVs inside them barracks work so hard all day long in their barracks, especially when Flash is controlling you.
There's everything pumping out units right now. Nobody is missing a keystroke, and these guys are going head-to-head right now to face off against Godzilla. And we're going to see if they can take him down. He was able to take one down. Another Plague on the units up top. That will not kill them, only taking them down to 1. And the Dark Swarm will give them an upper hand on the Marines right outside that base. Here's the Muta. There's the tank. That's exactly what he needed to do. And now he can kind of get composure now on his base and start to reset with some more units.
Yeah, I mean, Flash is doing such a brilliant job of keeping Jaydong off expansions, keeping that siege tank up there with the Marines, keeping it away from the extractor, which is so important. But there's so many units, but the upgrades from Flash are so good. They're like 2-2 now, and 2-1 for Jaydong upgrades. Pretty close in upgrades, but these Science Vessels do so much damage. Scores do go down, and Flash is just playing so good.
Look at that. The cat and the dog just sitting together, hanging out, able to take out his Scourge. Two of those Scourge would have been a Science Vessel.
Here we do. This hatchery has gone down. If Flash realizes that's there, that will go down so fast. He hasn't got enough units. You look at the unit count station. There is 40 more supply for Flash. A ton of units playing on those science vessels. Really nice by Jadon. But wow, the ultimate weapon is putting so much pressure on the current World Cyber Games champion.
And he really has, and this is exactly what he took last game, and that was a full tech game. Oh, wow, the Ultralisk to come out, and they do have the 4th upgrade of armor.
And they're just taking out this Marine army. That's what Jadon needs to get back into this game.
Oh, wow.
To get his supply back up to where it should be. He's got to be careful though. These units up there will be able to do a ton of damage. And these all nice irradiate on that Ultra. And these Ultras are going to do a ton of damage.
A huge amount of damage, especially with the 4th Carapace upgrade. They are very hard to take down and usually can rush your tank line. This is going to be a very endgame unit matchup between these two. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw some more units coming out and a change-up coming from the hands of Flash on this one. But it looks like he's pretty content with dropping units all around the map right now. Really all he needs to do, and he's got the containment, using the engineering bay to see what's going on.
Yeah, he's using the engineering bay just to see what's going on down there. Has Jadon got the bottom of the base? He has not got the 8 o'clock position, only the 7 o'clock, and that's pretty good for Flash. Jadon moves in here. He's got the Defilers as well. He's going to be able to do a ton of damage. Got to be careful with these science vessels. He's got to try and get rid of them. Irradiate does so much damage against these units.
You can see those siege tanks just pounding shots into the Ultralisk, and it's really not doing that much damage with that upgrade going down by the hands of 5, a handful of Marines, and still somehow Flash, after losing all of his units, continues to pressure Jadon, and he just cannot get out of that corner.
Yeah, Jadon just is trying to keep away from the 4th expansion of Flash. He really is trying to stop that. If we look on the natural and the main of Flash is mined out. SCVs are being forced to move across. They're going to have to try and go up to that 4th base, and that's what Jadon's key is right now, is to try and keep Flash back on one base at the 11 o'clock position. Really doesn't want him to mine Flash.
Very nice on the Defiler, trying to take that out. That unit doing that swarm can always keep the Zerg units from getting attacked, and that's why you see it so often. You'll see Flash's units back out of that swarm and continue to back up until they can't be attacked or have to attack the guys inside of the swarm, because it'll draw them back in just by the attack.
More irradiate going off on all these units, and it looks like Jadon's moving up now. He's got a ton of links supporting this, but this irradiate is going to make short work of all these Ultras. And he's got to be careful with that, moving these units around freely when the science vessels are having free shots on this. Overlord's going down. The food now is 165 to Flash to 145, only 22%, and it looks like Flash is coming down for this expansion. It's undefended. He could take this down. Jadon realizes this and moves all his units across. He really just needed to take control of this and not lose this expansion. The Link Damage should clean this up pretty easily and helps to keep this expansion alive, which Jadon needs to take out Flash.
That was really good to take out the Nidus Canal. His reinforcements to that side, you know, next time Flash may attack, that may not be there. He may not be worried about building that again, so we may see Flash go directly for that spot once again before he comes out. Here is the tank army from the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate weapon showing us now, and all these ultras are going to take so much damage. We'll be able to get in there, the science vessel. And now, where is Jadon's army? Oh my god! These tanks have done so much damage, and there is nothing left for Jadon on the back foot now. He's been knocked down to 100 food, and Flash is just going to move straight forward and could end this game and go through to the final. Will Jadon be able to hang on this?
Like you said, down to 100 units to 148. They were almost even, losing 40 units in that battle. A lot of Ultralisk will take up, but here we go on the bridge and behind. Notice he has not put all the tanks on the bridge. He will get dark swarmed on the bridge, and just as bam, right there. The tanks in the back able to help him out. He's not worried about the ones in the front because the Defilers won't have that energy.
Oh, Jadon doesn't. He needs to keep this alive. He loses this, and that tank has been there all game, denying that extractor. And wow, he just has so many tanks doing a lot of damage. Upgrades are in favor of Jadon. He's got great upgrades. But Flash showing us why he has been dominating the scene recently. He comes in with an attack on this side as well. Lynx trying to help clean this up. Stim is off. The Lynx are going to go down. The medic is there. And this is not good for Jadon. Jadon on the back foot.
Yeah, he really is. The momentum now to Flash. He likes where he's at. We do see some more Nidus Canals up. So if he does need units, Jadon can get them around the map necessarily. Not as quick as he needs to, but closer to that position. And all those seconds count. Like you said, half seconds even.
Yeah, Flash really should be thinking about trying to take that expansion around the 8 o'clock position. He has all them siege tanks there. It is extremely safe from any threat Jaedong could throw at him, and he does really need to do that. His economy is slightly lacking towards Jaedong's. I mean, Jaedong does have all these extractors and use, but look at the food count. He is powering away 170 food. And this is where it becomes dangerous when you play against Flash, when he gets up to this high food count, and his macro to be able to reinforce that army is so deadly. And Jaedong coming in now, he wants, oh, he may get the surround here. I don't know, he tries to come in, attacks from one side, units coming down from the bottom.
Oh, wow,
Jaedong
mass
in a ton
army.
of trouble.
Yes, a very big army coming from both sides on the pinch. The Dark Swarm could win this. Yeah, oh wow. All the tanks are going down in the area. He loses a ton of supply, at least 35 to those tanks.
Wow, he lost so many units there. Great surround there by Jaedong. And it looks like Flash is moving across the map. He wants to try and get rid of this expansion, as that's the reason why Jaedong is being able to produce this amount of units, because of that extractor, he's getting all this gas that he needs to produce these Ultralists, and Flash moves in. Will he be able to hold this? I mean, will Jaedong be able to hold this off? Units coming in. The Plague is on the side.
No.
Oh, he unsieges. That's incredible. Oh, he pulls back.
Amazing. The Defiler winning this matchup right now for Jaedong, but Flash still not out of it. Could he bring this back into his favor? The Plague on the Science Vessels and the Ultralisk to go down to the tank.
Yeah,
just
really
roaming
depends.
around.
It really depends if Jaedong can reinforce this. He does, because there's still that amount of tanks and Marines left. Jaedong's doing so well right now, managing to survive under this entire pressure from Flash all game long. And Flash's light is still flashing. He is going away. He's moving down here. He's trying to get to this expansion. He just can't quite get there. Jaedong denies it every time.
Very good job using the radiation on those Ultralisks. It's going to do a lot of damage, but not take him down. He is going to be able to get some damage here, just working on some links. They were trying to figure out where the army is right now, and they actually found a little bit of it. But mass units moving all around the map right now. Well, not all around, just about the middle to that 3 o'clock side. And we're going to have to see this battle going down right now if they go all the way.
Is he going to go in? He comes in the Defiler, the cloud goes down, and more links come in. Oh my god, Flash's army's going away. Jaedong clearing up this mess, and that is incredible.
Wow.
Actually, is he going to hold on? This is so close. It looks like the tanks are getting stuck behind the Marines at the same time. Brilliant play. It looks like the main army of Flash is going to disappear here, but he does have that drop down the bottom, taking out that is crucial. Really nice play by both players. But this, oh my god, the army is still alive. These science vessels are just carrying this army, and the upgrades of the infantry just doing so much damage.
Stacked Science Vessels just for those Ultralisks. You can see there's a Muta with a little bit of irradiation on it. These Marines doing a lot of work right now, playing with the mentality of Jaedong. You've just lost another base. I don't even think Flash will have time to expand here if he can keep this pressure.
I mean, he doesn't have time to expand. I mean, he really needs to put all his resources into finishing Jaedong. Jaedong is on the back foot once again. He's managing to hold on every time. But the reinforcement from Flash, every time he comes, is just consistently has so many units. The expansion at 8 o'clock is going down from Flash. He's going to start mining from that, and he's in quite a safe position because all the action is on the east side of the map. So mining from the west side would be really nice from Flash.
He is going to be starting to attack that main a little bit. We did see the hive in the background there. Another tank plant on top of the plateau. Once again, takes out some units trying to come over. You can see some more sunken colonies going down. Like I said, he put that Nidus Canal back up. Was a base lower than he had it before.
Oh, Jaedong sees it. He sees the expansion. He must have seen that then as he rode past the Lings and the Ultras. He could be able to do a ton of damage to all the SCVs there. And that siege tank has been there all game. That's like the nightmare siege tank.
It really has been. It got almost taken out once. It's been dropped again. But yeah, just kind of holding up post on that wall right now. More tanks to move in. And the ultimate weapon trying to do what he can.
Units are moving in now. Will he be able to take down this army? He doesn't have any Defilers anytime close. And the Marines are going to take care of this. All these units. Marines doing a ton of damage. These tanks are still there. And that army just didn't quite work. He really doesn't need to get the Defiler to put the cloud down across the units.
Absolutely an amazing matchup. Back and forth. These guys meet. You think Flash has the upper hand, and then the Dark Swarm just turns the table and gives Zerglings versus Siege Tanks the upper hand. The Marines can't even do anything about it. But this could be big. That's a lot of Swarm that was not used. These Defilers may not have energy, and this could be Flash's push.
Flash is trying to take this. He wants to mine from this area, building the command center right outside where his army is placed. And Jaedong saying, nice plague onto the infantry. And this Ultralisk will be able to do a ton of damage. He needs to retreat back to them siege tanks. He does. Overlord's going down, and Flash dominating this game at the moment.
Yeah, that plague really doing a lot of damage. It will will take you down to 1 if it has the chance and leave you with just that piece of health to get taken down. A huge horde of lings to move across the map here. These speedlings to take a chance at the tanks. Do they have enough swarm? And they do. A good job there. 1, 2, 3. The supply is being lost by Flash right now. Yes, he's going to be able to take out all these tanks if they can get him on the run.
Really nice micro there by Flash, making sure, oh look, he's moving down. Jadon, that's a slight mistake by Jadon, having them units there, not really doing anything. He could have attacked that expansion right here, is what he should have done with them units, giving Flash the economy he needs to run over this game. The Ultralist is going to go down here, and it must realize that Flash is mining from this area. I'm sure he saw it before, but didn't really react to it. Oh, look at this.
A very nice drop on the economy in the back side of Jadong's base and the front side. Here comes the micro of Flash.
Oh, look at that, that great drop. And because of the location where the Marines are, the Lings can't get in there. They're just walking in single file. And the Marines take them down. Another extractor goes down for Jadon. And look what these tanks doing, causing the extractor there, the hatchery going down. Wow, this is superb play by Flash, showing us why he is the #1 Terran in the world, denying any expansions, any extractors. This is just to stop Jadon mining and
really
getting any gas.
Breaking him down base by base. That's all he can do right now, because Jadon, being one of the top players as well, one of the top Zerg players in the world, you are going to see him always putting up that defense, always knowing how to counterattack, and always staying in this game until that last very second when you have the GG.
And Jadon is just running out of money now. I mean, his main's done, his natural's out. He's been harassed on every expansion by dropships and Marines, hurting his economy. Look, he doesn't even have anything mining here. It really does hurt him. And Flash does that, like last game, just wears Jadon down, hits him until Jadon cannot fight any longer. And here another drop being put down, not really doing much damage, having to lift up because the Lings and Ultra are there to help defend against it.
Yeah, still units being pumped out though. On the bottom, 43 kills for that tank, just sitting up on top. You give a guy a promotion or something.
I mean, that guy, wow, he's going to be happy. He must be like Flash's best friend, doing so much damage. 43 kills. He's going to work on this expansion, forcing a lift, that's the kind of harassment that Jadon needs to do to that expansion, which he hasn't really done the entire of the game. He needs to do that. And look at this. He's moving in to try and take this location here with this command center. SCVs all being pulled up because that's kind of a key location. You have all these tanks, Marines set outside of there, outside of the choke. And you know, Flash, I mean, Jadon can't really get in there, so that's a really nice location for Flash to set up mining.
Yeah, we are going to have to see what Flash can do here. He is massing an army at that 3 o'clock position, as you see on your screen. 126 supply to 94 right now. And the units on Flash's side are just power units, but we can see this long line moving up the backside. Could he be going for the side flank here? He could come in right on the side of these. There's the SCVs going for the tanks now. The damage to be done by Jadon.
There's just too many units by Flash. All these units are melting. Once again, he's trying to get in there, but these siege tanks just doing so much damage. The Marines, the micro of that tank is pulling back. These Marines doing so much damage. He will pull the tank back in to do more damage. Jadon is just losing units left and right, and he cannot get hold of Flash's core army.
They really can't. You know, at this point, they're upgraded. Everything's ready for them to use. You can see a little comm on the base. Flash wants to know what's going on the outside. Using everything he has to his advantage right now to make sure he's not rebuilding, getting more gas. And there, a Dark Swarm on his tanks again. Just not even stopping. He's aggro towards Flash, even though he's been taken down this whole time. Jadon is still on the offensive.
Jadon's still trying to get rid of Flash from here. He lost the expansion. Jadon's fighting so hard. He's trying a great swarm there. And these Lings are coming in, but there seems to be too many Marines. I don't know. It looks like Jadon's doing it. No. Flash does have enough to hold on to that location once again. Jadon just cannot get rid of Flash out of that location. They're taking down a ton of SCVs down here. But wow, he just cannot get rid of Flash. Just
a vice versa of last game. You know, Flash was taking the beating the whole time, lost part of the map. Now they've actually gone from both sides of the map, the top and bottom on the map. They're just rotating around as they take each other out. And both of these guys playing amazing StarCraft.
And there's no units here. It looks like Jadon will be finally able to clear this out. There's a Violet here. Oh my God. Is he going to get these tanks? The tanks that do survive. Units all left in. And once again, Jaedong failing to get rid of Flash. Flash just consistently reinforcing. And look at the supply count right now, 76 to 89. This game, what a great series.
It is an amazing series, and right now, if Flash can take this, it will be his series to face off against Godzilla tomorrow in the finals. But a beautiful job by both of these players, and they both deserve that position. And right now, Jaedong trying to prove that here for Korea as he takes on Flash. And like we said before, it was Flash has been catching up recently, aside from the fact that Jaedong took him out. But right here, Flash is looking for that revenge.
Flash is looking, but Jaedong manages to push Flash out with his link, pushes him out. Ultralist doing a ton of damage, and this is really good for Jaedong because he's stopping mining. He's doing harassments with these links down on this bottom expansion.
GG! Flash GG's.
Wow. Not what I thought was going to happen. An amazingly strong game by
Alright guys,
Flash,
thanks
the
for watching.
ultimate weapon.
I'll
But he
see you
just
guys
could
next
not
time. This
stop
is
those
TheEnder signing
ultimates
off.
and the dark